Good day, good people of a fine day in the year of the resolve. Tuning day, Bravo Dave and Almina Makaris. Welcome back to AWE Rebellion. Tonight we have 5 matches on the card. We have the tag team champions in the main event, and it will be truly spectacular. So get ready for that, Sonic. And Knuckles will be going up against the former tag team champions that we don't like to talk about. In tag team action, it'll be fantastic, but we are actually kicking off tonight with a little bit of an open challenge. Nathan Karatoshi, very close to Shuichi, who unfortunately we lost this summer. Just recently was his birthday, and Nathan would love an opportunity to fight in his honor. Anyone close to Shuichi is able to answer this call. So he says, let's see how this plays out in our opening match. And we have so many more matches. We have the former OC champion going up against the current OC champion, etc. We have Stell versus Eren. Essentially, I don't know why I didn't say their names earlier. We have a fantastic fatal 4-way prove yourself match a little bit later. It's gonna be a big show. And of course, in the middle of the show, we got a big Schmeety triple threat match. Without further ado, I think it's time we start this show. Shall we? Let's do just that, because as the stars go, black, and, okay, we're good. And walking out first is a very shattered Nathan.
Making his way to the ring.
As many know, Nathan was very close to Shuichi. A lot of us held Shuichi very close in our hearts. But unfortunately, this past summer, due to Arbiter, I guess Arbiter shenanigans, but can we really blame the Arbiter? I think we really have to blame Sonic.exe. In that regard, we have to blame Show Tucker. There's a lot of blame to be had, but at the end of the day, maybe Nathan still blames himself for not being able to do more. Maybe we should all blame ourselves a little bit for not being able to do more. But the past is in the past, and you gotta look forward. And so Nathan looks to fight in Shuichi's honor tonight. Who will show up? I don't know, but I'm excited to find out. Well, I actually do know. Someone did come to me very quickly and say, I want in. And we're about to see just who that mystery competitor is. In a second, Nathan's kind of just drinking it all in, saying, Shuichi experienced this. He was in these shoes before, in this place, the mystery competitor. A man who does know Shuichi very well. The AWE champion, Kaito. And let me tell you, Kaito actually told Cassius to hold back tonight. He knows that they have their own thing going a little bit later. This week, actually, later this week, this Friday, they will be in a tag team match together against Alhaitham and Kaveh. Kaito said, I need to do this on my own and I have to do this my way. Even if it means doing it the wrong way. Cassius looked perturbed by that, but he knows Kaito has been going through a lot. And you have to keep in mind, Kaito in the entourage was one thing, but Kaito also lost Shuichi this summer. That was his sidekick. You have to imagine in his mind he was like, what could I have done in that instance? Kaito has been through an emotional roller coaster in the past year and a half. He's on top of the mountain for now, but keep in mind, Alhaitham could even come out tonight during Rebellion. Unknown if it'll happen, but hey, we'll see. We got ourselves a 1v1. It's Nathan, it's Kaito, and it starts right now. Nathan starts things off hot with a Russian leg sweep after a swift combo of gut punches. Nathan has been trying to be a part of this roster, to fight some of the main roster for so long. With Rebellion, has that opportunity, but I'll tell you what, he's hurt. Not physically, you see his body's completely fine, but mentally, emotionally, he's been hurting, especially during this time right around Shuichi's birthday. But you have to imagine Kaito may feel the same way. We know Kaito he joined the other side. He did some vicious, terrible things. And we go for a quick pinfall 1, just a 1. I was gonna say, we've seen Kaito do some vicious, terrible things of that off the the ropes. Goodness gracious, Nathan's going wild. But Kaito baited him out. Nathan was trying to go too flashy, and Kaito said, let's slow things down, throwing Nathan over. He goes under. Kaito goes over, sets him up. Deep arm drag, but Nathan kicks right back up. Lifts Kaito up on his shoulders. What is he thinking here? Turns around. Looked like a shot to the throat. Kaito's struggling a little bit against Nathan, but I'll tell you what. You have to keep in mind, Kaito, he's got no Cassius out here. He's got no angel on his shoulder. On the other side of his shoulder, it's just all of the bad news, all of the hurt emotions, all of the trauma that he's been through. And one has to wonder, is he trying to take it out on Nathan, splashing him all the way down there? Is this more about Shuichi, or is Kaito making this about himself? That's the real question. We shouldn't just assume that he is, to be honest. They were best friends at some point. Into the not the steel chairs. Definitely into the announcer's table. We gotta really paint that announcer's table, to be honest. Kaito turns him around. Nathan turns around. Kaito catches that punch. Nathan catches right back, and they are exchanging blows. A shot right to the jaw of Nathan. Kaito fires back with a heavy hand. Nathan catches that fist, not keen on giving up, but Kaito chop right afterwards, and Nathan stunned. And oh my gosh, he used it. Kaito uses the other side when Cassius is not present, gets a pinfall on Nathan Karatoshi. Heads to the top, realizing the other side didn't put him away, and now going, oof, went for a moon landing. But Nathan, got a reversal off, much needed. If he didn't get that, we could have had a quick match on our hands. Oof, he rages up. Turns Kaito around, but Kaito with a reversal. Luckily, Nathan wasn't going for the finisher. Hits a swing blade. I don't know what Kaito's thinking at this point. Nathan rolling outside of the ring. Kaito looking onward. Oh, Kaito going flying. Oh my gosh. Kaito's still a little bit of high flying in his soul. He knows he's meant for the stars. Maybe in that juncture, he's like, hey, maybe I want that All-Stars championship. I'm already AWE champion. Maybe I can be a double champion. But he's got to focus on this pseudo rehabilitation if he decides to even do so. Kaito's tossed over. Nathan does a flip, lands right on his face. Kaito tossing Nathan, has him ready, deep arm drag, goes for a pinfall afterwards. He's taking so much damage. It's 1, it's 2. That's enough. Kaito, without Cassius by his side, handles Nathan readily. And he did it with the help as well of the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, Cassius and Kaito are now allies. Oh, maybe it's because he told Cassius to stay back there and Cassius did stay back there. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Maybe Kaito didn't consider him an ally truly until right now. Maybe that's gonna help build them towards their upcoming match this Friday at Fracture. Would've thunk, huh? Would've thunk. Interesting. That being said, Kaito, congratulations to you in that open challenge. Nathan takes the L, but hey, he fought the best of the best. He fought the AWE champion. To be honest, he fought a world champion. It's gonna be a tough battle, but Kaito kind of steamrolled towards the end. Nathan had in the first half, but at the end, it was all Kaito. And speaking of champions, we have our new OC champion, Eren, looking to prove herself against the former OC champion, Stell. Just lost the title. We're about to see a 1v1 match. Let's see how it all plays out. I don't know if I am at home, actually, so I don't know if you guys are gonna have polls. If you do, you better get voting. If you don't, cool. If you don't, very cool, because this match is about to kick off right now. Watch out, y'all. Don't mind if I do. Coming out first is the OC champion, the one and only Eren. We know Eren has that stuff, has that moxie, knows what it takes to be the champion. But I'll tell you what, Eren won that OC championship really with ease. Now, here's the thing, Eren kind of proved herself already on the road to AV Mania 3. We saw Eren pick up big victories on the road to AV Mania 3. At OC Revolution picked up a big victory. It has kind of been the Eren show up until that point, and when she entered last, she was like, well, I've earned this free win. That being said, she's not gonna have a free win against her opponent tonight, the former OC champion. The only women's OC champion to retain that title in a match. We'll see just how Eren is going to be fighting, to be honest. We don't know what kind of match Dirk Madison has in store for the new OC champions going into OC Revolution November. I guess we'll find out soon enough. But tonight, Eren enjoys the spotlight, puts that one up, and here's the thing. Eren might have one eye on lock right now, but if she hits that boot camp, she's still precision accurate. All she needs is one eye. You know, like sometimes you close one eye to get a good aim on something? That's what she's got. And then the former champion is here.
And from New York, Steel King!
Master of Time, Stell King is here. And on the other hand, Stell had a little bit of a rough road to AV Mania 3. Stell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't remember how many weeks ago, but at OC Revolution in July, she had a all-star match against Ezra. They had a banger Iron Man match, but when those two went 1v1, it was all Stell for most of the match. At the very end, Ezra was able to scrap together a couple of pins to tie it all up. And so she retained the title in that sense, but when you think about it, it was kind of indecisive. Stell trying to prove here tonight that her legacy was not just a fluke, because you have to think about it, she got in to that championship match where she won because of the Fractured Beast. She won that match, some could say because of the Fractured Beast, and then didn't even truly win her one match with Ezra. These two go toe-to-toe. One looking to prove the legitimacy, rather, of their legacy. One to start their legacy by taking down the former champion in one-on-one action. Stell lifting Eren up and slamming her down. Stell with an elbow drop right to the chest. And another stomp to the elbow. Eren has gotten no offense off on Stell. And that remains true. Goodness gracious, but a reversal. Oh my gosh, the reversal almost looked like she caught the shin in an awkward positioning. Could have tweaked the knee or the ankle with how she fell as Eren goes for a ground and pound Luthes press. That last hit looked like it hurt. Looked like it hurt a whole bunch. Trying to springboard. Stell was ready for it, lifting Eren right back up, and another scoop slam. Almost into the pinfall, but I think Stell knew, veteran instinct saying, it's gonna take more than that. Oh my gosh, a guillotine swing. Ooh, that's gonna stretch out the spine. We're already going for a pinfall. Just one. Just a one count. Eren trying to hold on, needs to get some good reversals out of this match. Right now, it has been all Stell, and maybe that is the power of Stell. Early on in these matches, Stell is the one. Stell goes on and on and on and on. Oh, but look at these heavy shots, heavy hands. Has Eren up. Oh, but Eren gets a much-needed reversal. Stell, and again to that knee. Keep in mind, maybe going to the legs because that awkward landing earlier, oof, may have sewn a target right on to Stell King. Top of the face. Stell groggy. Eren going into the pin right after that move. 1, 2. I actually got a 2 count, which is surprising. Actually got a 2 count off of that. Stell rolling outside of the ring. Eren thinking about diving out. Stell got right back up in time. Tossed into the ropes. No, over the top rope. And Eren walks right out. I was thinking Eren might want to go diving after what happened last time. My gosh! Turned around with that kick. Turn the Stell around, stomping on the leg. Stell firing back. Clothesline by the former champion. Smart reversal by the current champion. We could see a victory by count out here. We're at a 6 count. Stell thinking about wanting to do this the right way, but we're already at 7. They're gonna have to run back into the ring. Oh, wait a minute. Tossed face first. I think Eren might be perfectly fine winning this whole thing by count out. We're at 9. Stell makes it in just in time. We thought we were gonna see a count out in the nick of time. Stell made it in. But Eren was already raged up. Used the outside of the ring to her advantage. And boot camp. I think Eren might have just played Stell like a fiddle and now resiliency's been burned. We have a smart champion. Smart and cocky, knew that the odds were no longer in her favor. However, turned things around and we have a 1, a 2. No, not even a 2. That was still 1. Clyde holding up that 1. Whipping that leg again. Going for that standing moonsault. You can hear crunches when that happens. She put some extra stank on it. Oh, but look at this top rope. What is she thinking here? Begging Stell King to get up and stayed down. Reversal by Stell. Stell with that reversal. That scoop slam from the top rope. You know the back is probably screaming. The back of Eren. Reversal by Stell. Stell with an elbow right to the jaw. Eren kips right back up. Tried it a elbow of her own, but Stell fires back with a combo. Has her in the corner. Sends her to the heavens. What is Stell thinking here? Whatever she's thinking, Eren's just gonna have to take it as a nasty fall on the apron and then onto the ground. And Stell climbs to the top rope saying, "I'm not done yet." Big elbow drop. The extra height, you have to keep in mind, that's like 9-10 feet in the sky, and with the extra jump, she might have jumped from like 12 feet. Delivering that elbow through the heart of Eren, the champion. This has become a good brawl. My gosh, they're outside the ring again though. We are at a 4 count, I believe, but look at this. We've seen this before. Hands of no. She reversed it. Was not the hands of time either. She was going for it might have been the hands of time. She was going for a signature. Turned her around. We are at a 5 count, dragged by the back of the neck. Stunned now. Stell lifting Eren back up. Going to throw her into the ring. But here's the thing, not stunned anymore. Goes to the top rope. Eren slowly rolling back over. Went for that elbow drop again. This time got all of it directly into the pinfall. That might be enough to keep the champion down. For enough to at least burn resiliency, it is. And now the champion is staring up at the former champion saying, "Oh, I might be in trouble. This is why she's truly the champion. This is why she was not a force to be reckoned with." Eren tried to outsmart the former champ. They both throw hands. Oh, but look at this. Tossed over, goes under, used her entire body weight to try and keep Stell down, turns Stell around. Champ with a stomp to the back of the head. Can't prepare, can't tense up if you can't see what's hitting you. Those moves from behind may prove to be devastating, but look at that. The reversal there. Tossed into the ropes and goes under. Elbow right to the jaw again. Could Stell be thinking hands of time? No, goes for that elbow again. Elbow drop after elbow drop. Stell is trying to be the master of all elbows, or maybe trying to stun Eren. Oh no, it might not take a stun at this point, because look at this. Kick to the midsection. Going for a slam, and deep in now. That is the Anaconda device, and the champ may be tapping out. No? Didn't tap out to the Anaconda device? The champ's still in after that? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, the elbow! Off the ropes, big splash! Stomp to the back, knee to the back. Champ may have just had the comeback of a lifetime in the corner calling for it. Is Stell gonna see it coming? Boot camp connects! Into the pinfall! 1, 2, 3. Y'all, what a match.
Here is your winner.
What a fight. The champion was down. At the end, I thought it was all over. That Anaconda device, we've seen Stell do that before, end things before with that. However, the champion did not refuse to tap out. And when Stell was getting ready to put her away, rapid fire shots all over, knees right to the back, turned her around and went to the corner saying, "It's time to put you away. It's time to send you to boot camp." Connecting in what was an excellent match. OC Division is firing on all cylinders right now. If you haven't seen OC Revolution, you got to. You have got to, as the stars go. To bring me back. What a match. What a fight. That being said, the fights continue. We have ourselves a normal triple threat match. A lot of times in the AWE, we have triple threat matches. Fatal 4-way matches where we see the elimination is turned on. This time, one pin rules them all. Who will get that decisive victory? Will it be today the great Gozu, Sir Gregor, who was revealed to be Greg, shock of the century? Or will it be Koffin-K, new to the roster, in a battle of big beefy boys? Let's do it. It's the big and tall section, and it starts right now as the stars go. Black. And coming out is the man who won the tables championship at AV Mania 3. Still comes out with a helmet. You know what?
Making his way to the ring from another
It's all you. Go and do your thing. Greg. Greg. Perhaps the most famous faceless of all time. He's a lad. He's a gentleman. He's a husband. He's a father. We love Greg. He's a poet too. There's so much a lot of you probably don't know about Greg. Some people live by Greg, love by Greg. Greg, one of the greatest of all time, has a loving wife and daughter. Daughter? Son? He's got one of those kids. But we'll see how it all plays out, ladies and gentlemen. Greg is in, but here comes the great Gozu. A long time ago, and still currently is, repaired. But you know what? Being repaired doesn't necessarily make you bad. We've learned that very much so recently. The repairman, this outstanding guy, Hina, has slowly turned into an outstanding lass. Great Gozu, he's back to his ways. Skull even has been proving himself as of late. Mama went home to her sunny hero, took some much needed time off. But we are back to the great Gozu. He is back, and he just wants to prove himself. He wants to show the world. He had opportunity after opportunity, however, he's never had that decisive victory and wants to do it tonight. That being said, he is fighting against a competitor he does not know all too well. Two, really, he doesn't know all too well. Count Koffin-K. New to the AWE for the most part, did compete in AVMania 3, did not take the W because Kaito was the one who was still champion. Kaito has picked up his first victory since AVMania 3, which doesn't sound like a long time, but Kaito's had a fair number of matches. When you think about it, he's fought, I think, at every event, and will continue to fight at every event at this point, including Fracture in September. He fought at Inferno, he fought at Rebellion last week and this week. He's fighting at Fracture. I guess he might not fight at the next Rebellion. He might take a break then. I guess it might depend on what's going on between him and Cassius, if they can come to an agreement this Friday. Because Kaito just won a match without Cassius by his side, and he did use the other side. What is going on in Kaito's mind is the real question, and I want to know so bad. But that's the focus of the future. This is the focus of the now. Count Koffin-K. And I think his first triple threat match. To be fair, I think it might be, it's not Gozu's first, I don't think. I know Greg's been in a triple threat match. We'll see about this, though. Yeah, look at this. Look at how short Clyde is compared to these three guys. This is the big, beefy brawl. This is the big and tall section. Not many people can muscle up Greg like that. But the great Gozu, that's a big, strong boy. Punch right to the jaw. Count Koffin-K, reversed by the great Gozu. Gozu focuses back on Greg. Greg lifting. Oh my gosh, he's about to slam him. I thought he was about to slam him into Count Koffin-K. Count Koffin-K stopping on the ankles of the great Gozu. Keep in mind, Sir Gregor, was hurt a little bit after his Tables Championship match against Yosuke. They fought hard, they fought long, and they fought brutally. Brutality was in the dictionary. It was the only word in the dictionary when they fought. Reversal by Greg. Reversal right back by Count Koffin-K. And Count Koffin-K, he's got those hands. And apparently has a little bit of strength too. Nobody really outmuscles the great Gozu, but we're about to see a big, as I said earlier, this is a big Shmiti match. This is big Shmiti men slapping each other, and it's gonna be a show of shows. Great Gozu shot to the knee, or might have even been the ankle. Big clothesline by Greg. Greg focusing now back on the Mad Hatter in the Koffin-K. But Count Koffin-K with a reversal, met with a kick to his face for his efforts. Wait a minute. Lifted right back up. This time didn't hit the reversal, dropped onto the turnbuckle, busted open, and Greg, as the great Gozu turns around, hits a beautiful Luthez press. Punches all over, and everyone's starting to feel the effects of this match already because they are all big, Shmiti men. Dropped on the ropes. Count Koffin-K realizes triple threat rules. I can use a weapon and has to roll right back out. Oh my gosh, Greg with these meaty meat hook clotheslines. Greg tossed in the corner. Pilot's lights just went out. Oh my gosh, look, did you see it? Did you see that? The strength that he had to have to catch him in midair, switch his position. But Greg just threw the great Gozu and punched him right in the face. Count Koffin-K trying to show off a little strength too, into a suplex directly into a pin, but a kick out. With a quickness, Count Koffin-K rather, I think it's fair to say is the underdog in this fight. But look at that, has the arm locked in deep. Great Gozu was ready for him, going for, ooh, a powerbomb. Looked like a pedigree at first, but definitely was a powerbomb. Greg going to get a weapon of his own. He gets a baseball bat. It's in hand. He's looking to hit a home run. But who is he going to be teeing off against is the real question. It looks like it might be Count Koffin-K. Got the bat down. Count Koffin-K saves himself for another move. They run into each other, disorienting Greg for him to hit a belly-to-back suplex. Gator rolls on him. That's not a gator roll. He just kind of rolled on him. I don't know. Okay, well, I don't know what Count Koffin-K was doing. He was being silly. Clothesline from behind. Greg is simple but effective most of the time. You see someone hit a clothesline, you're like, okay, I can understand how that would hurt. You see Greg hit a clothesline, you're like, oh yeah, nope, I'm not surviving that. That's like Gunther hitting a clothesline. Oh, but look at that neck breaker by the great Gozu. Gozu then looking to power up Greg, but Count Koffin-K stopped him. Kaufman suplexing Gozu. Greg not standing up yet because Count Koffin-K is just keeping him down. Admittedly, keeping him down, waiting. No, not waiting, saying, oh, that's right. Weapons throws the bat at the head of Greg. Goes into not a powerbomb, just lets him fly down. And Greg just returns fire with a punch. Gozu big chops, center of the ring. Has Greg up, but Greg not reversing, just holding him there by the belt. Letting gravity do the work for him as all the blood rushes to his head. Stalling suplex. All of the best powerhouses got one of those. I'll tell you what, when they decide to use them is to their discretion and how often, but Count Koffin-K does not want to be in there in the ring alone with the great Gozu. The rushing bull. Standing moonsault by the big man, but misses wildly. Greg throwing a weapon himself. This time getting a little revenge on Count Koffin-K. I think he's the only one not bleeding, and that is a 1 breakup. They all know one pinfall loses this matchup. What is going on here? Ooh, I was gonna say what's going on here. He was trying to hit, it looks like a signature or a finisher, but got caught up either on the ropes or a weapon. Suplex there. Koffin-K tossing Gozu into the corner, uppercut. Into, oh my, was that almost looked like a torpedo Moscow. Oh my gosh, what a wicked knee by Greg. He has everyone where he wants them. If he goes for the pinfall on the great Gozu right now, it could be all over unless he's trying to go for a big move. Punch to the face, goes for the pinfall, waited a second too long because now Count Koffin-K is back up and paying attention. Taking it to the great taking it to Greg. Great Gozu is in great trouble. He looked like he was going for it. He looked like he was going for that finisher. Everyone started taking pictures. And now both of these men outside of the ring. Count Koffin-K has a kendo stick. And Greg's outside as well. You know, I will admit, after that kendo stick battle, I'm surprised. Oh, he's got him up. He's spinning him around. I'm surprised it took them this long to get all three of them outside of the ring. I will be 100% real with you. I was certain that we would get all of them outside of the ring immediately. But the AI, for the first time in a long time, did a good job of keeping everyone inside of the ring. Greg tossing Gozu to the barricade. Kendo stick now in hand. Dragging him over, maybe into the ring. Oh, it looked like he was gonna go there, but he didn't quite make it. Gozu walking over to the other two. Count Koffin-K in the ring. They realize, hey, we need to be in this ring to win this match. Tried to throw him into the ring as well. Gozu goes into the ring and they're all back in. Hey, you know what? This is the best I've ever seen the AI. Aye. Greg with that shocking punch. 1, 2, and that's resiliency on Count Koffin-K. Oh my gosh. My jaw hurts after that. Everyone knows faces are known for their heavy hands, their big old fist. Reversal by Greg. Gozu tosses him over there, but look at this. Boom, into the, didn't go into the pin, realized Greg is right there. And then hurt his back. Definitely had a little hurtsy going on there. Oof. Bad clothesline. Here's the thing. Greg rolling outside, no, going outside of the ring. Koffin-K's rolling outside of the ring. Greg, oh no, Greg, please, honey. Not the steel steps. I was just complimenting the AI. You know what? At least he didn't bring them with him all over the place. I guess that is, small victories. Steel chair in the hands of Count Koffin-K, realizing he's the only one to have burned resiliency in this fight, so a big target's gonna be on his head. Dropped onto the apron. Great Gozu looking to throw. No, doesn't look to throw him. Looks to suplex him almost onto that chair. Count Koffin-K going after the knee of the Great Gozu. It has been a big old match of big men trying to separate the spine of Greg. I'm not even sure if faceless have spines in particular, but one has to imagine they do. German into the, oh no! German suplex into the apron. Nasty and disgusting, and didn't stop again. The back of his head going directly into the apron. Somebody's mama stop that man's. Greg now has a steel chair. I would call it the great equalizer, but right now Greg firm advantage on these two. One has to wonder, Greg, he's got to pick his mark and then try and get someone back in the ring. If he can pin Count Koffin-K easy at this juncture, but if someone hits Greg with their finisher, we got ourselves an even fight, and I think they're both realizing that Greg is the greater evil between them. They might be able to handle each other, but maybe neither one can handle Greg. Greg already back to his base. Wants to work together with Count Koffin-K. Count Koffin-K says no, tosses him over, and Greg goes after the knee. Count Koffin-K lifted up Greg. I think was looking to start to end this match, but instead turns him around. Oh, hold on a minute. Reversal by Count Koffin-K. But a reversal right back by Greg into the Great Gozu, who's going for the head sick power bomb again. Greg kicks the Great Gozu right in the thigh, the upper thigh. Hold on a minute. Tosses Gozu back into the ring. I think it would be wise for you to get back in there, Greg. Instead, goes right back after Count Koffin-K, who's got an injury to the skull. Wait a minute. Greg goes right back in. Gozu follows suit. Tried to throw that. Oh, it missed. Hold on. Oh, did you see him weave? You see the man weave out here? Mans was weaving. Oh, but a reversal by the Great Gozu may have saved himself there. Going for that butterfly powerbomb again. Didn't go for the pin. Wise. Oh, but look at this. Count Koffin-K throwing it. The man's is a master of throwing weapons. May have stolen resiliency from the Great Gozu. 1, 2. He did. Sneaky maneuver. Mans is a thief out here. Oh, he got caught up on that chair. Backstabber to Greg. Greg doesn't have to be involved in this decision. It could be either one to pin the other one. Now they're both realizing it could be my opportunity. Has him up in the sky. We've seen him do this before, and down. Greg puts down the weapon. Kicks to the back, realizing I gotta break that up. And now's my best opportunity. Oh, Great Gozu misses that wildly. Greg, once again, still has resiliency, but I'll tell you what, he doesn't have it built up right now. And that, my friends, is a game changer. What is he doing here? Middle rope? Oh my gosh, middle rope punch to the back of the neck. And it looks like Greg might have hurt his hand on that. And realizes I gotta go for the pin right now, but look who's here. Sneaky Count Koffin-K. Sneaking this one. Oh my gosh, if Great Gozu wasn't in the way, if Greg's hand wasn't hurting so much after that hit, that punch would have connected and it would have been all over Count Koffin-K alone in there with Greg. Greg now in the corner. Count Koffin-K slowly walking over there. Greg with a reversal. Great Gozu's down. And honestly, that push by the big man on an injured Count Koffin-K could be enough to end this fight. It took everything out of Count Koffin-K, but the match is over.
Here is your winner. Nice.
Greg, congratulations. He did it. Big victory after losing his tables championship. He wants to remain, or I guess maintain, some sort of momentum. More power to him. It's all about momentum here in the AWE as the Stars, 5 stars by the way, and greatest of all time match, as the Stars go. Dark, once again, congratulations to Greg. As we are at our 4th match already of the night, aren't we? I think it's time to announce a little something. This Friday at AWE Fracture. we will be having Samugi in action. I have not seen Samugi in a long time. So, Samugi's gotta come out. Because I gotta know what's going on. I gotta know what's going on. I don't even know if Samugi's okay. She could be a goner. But I need her to come out. If she is still alright, if she is still... If life is still going through her, she will show up no matter what at AWE Fracture. And if she does not show up at Fracture, there will be consequences. When will she show up? I don't know. But she's gonna have to make her way out there at some point. Samugi will be on the show this Friday, or there will be consequences tonight. We roll on though. In a fatal 4-way match, 4 women who need to build up some momentum. 4 women who have suffered devastating losses recently after having, admittedly, high highs. We have Kafka, we have Boss, we have Franziska von Karma, and we have Kizzy. And they are fighting in a fatal 4-way match when the stars go. Dark. Coming out first, a woman who also just fought recently.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way Extreme Rules match.
I was gonna say just fought recently.
From New York, the Boss.
And you know good and well that she's not happy after the last couple of weeks. Let's talk about Boss and her L's. AV Mania 3, she walked in, apparently had a literal leg replacement, had her leg amputated so she can make it to AV Mania 3, and got a new cybernetic one, which is crazy. Apparently done by Dottore, done by the doctor, as she is a member of NICE. Boss still lost. Still unable to climb that ladder, retrieve the briefcase, and so her AV Mania 3 streak is over. She won back-to-back ladder matches, but this year was not her year. March 7th, it was hers, and unfortunately, you gotta be worried for March because I'm sure Boss isn't taking that too lightly. And then, let's talk about just this past Inferno. Boss fought Sakura, had her on the ropes, knew that she had this match won, was ready to tear her knee apart all over again, and then went for the pinfall, and Arrow, who was ringside, pointed out that her foot was under the ropes, and inevitably that cost Boss the match in the end. Franziska von Karma. Let's talk about her L's. She came out and she was a dominant force in a 3-on-1 handicap match. That being said, she was in the 3, but she carried the 3 because the other 2 ain't do so well. Franziska von Karma showed her worth again, became Tables Champion, but then ended up inevitably losing to Toph, tried to get into the Tables Championship match at AV Mania 3, was unable to put anyone through a table, and now she's on a little bit of a downtrend. She's not plummeted to rock bottom, but she's at a little downtrend, but everyone has one of those once in a while. Some of them stronger than others, but Franziska von Karma wants to end hers tonight in this fatal 4-way match. Wants everyone to remember that she is the one. She is in the courtroom, in the center of the squared circle. She's the best of them. And also Kafka, who is just coming out here, arms wide, sweeping through. She's cool. Now I'll tell you what, she teamed up with Monica, and that was an immediate L. Haven't seen Monica in a while either, but immediate L, I'll tell you what. Kafka, however, not even coming out to the other side, so keep that in mind. May be done with the other side. Now here, wanting to separate herself from Monica, from her status as potentially a loser, wants to win this match and go on to great lengths. And most notably, a woman who had a tremendous run, starting kind of around this time last year. came back recently with Mizuki and has not been able to buy a win. Kizzy. Kizuna Chieda. Kizzy, a dancer, a singer. She sung this song. This is her song. I see a mother island in the pics online. Wait, why is that making me cry? Hit it. It's a pretty catchy song, to be honest. But I'll tell you what. Singing don't win championships. Singing don't win matches. Dancing sometimes does. I will give her that. Sometimes dancing wins championships. You can have a dancing finisher. That being said, let's see if she's gonna be able to come out on top of this one. Not with Mizuki tonight, and maybe she's thinking, I know that I'm better on my own. Mizuki, who's running security detail right now. I'll tell you what. Kizzy's like, you stay back here, I'll do my thing. I need to remind everyone what I'm capable of. Keep in mind, this is Fatal 4-Way action. One pin wins the match, not elimination. So everyone's going for these breakups. Let's see how this one plays out. Sammy in charge of this Fatal 4-Way match. These four ladies looking to devastate each other. And I think I'm here for it. In the most kosher way possible. Boss is, I think, the most dangerous person in this match. The longer this goes on, the more hurt everyone's legs are. And it's hard to break up a running knee bar if someone gets put in it and taps out immediately. Axe kick to the back of the neck. Kizzy already breaking out a kendo stick. Kafka not letting it happen. Tosses, ugh, did you see the stomp on the double stomp on the back? And she just sat back up like it was nothing. That was not something a masseuse does. That was hostile. That was truly hostile. Francisca trying to combo two people at once. She is a queen, admittedly. And Boss, surprisingly enough, giving the people what they want. They wanted tables, and Boss went to go and retrieve one. One has to wonder, though, is she just trying to get into the psyche of Francisca Von Karma? Kafka taking it to every competitor in the ring right now. She's had her hands on everyone, and honestly has been in the advantage for pretty much the entire match, but with Von Karma, it may have just changed. She's trying to roll outside of the ring. Instead, she's in the hands of Boss. Boss getting reversed very quickly. Kafka tossing Boss into the corner. And what's going on here? Shot to the head. Elbow to the back. Kafka tossed into the other corner. Who is Franny gonna go after? Spear to the midsection. And a ladder's now in play. I'll tell you what, I was gonna say it. Franny's going after every single person. Did not work out in her favor that time. Instead, gets dragged over to the corner. Oh my gosh, went after the knee of Boss, and the back of her neck collided with that ladder. I'm not sure where Franny's going. And I'm not sure, oof, I was gonna say I'm not sure what Boss is doing, but dropped Kizzy's shoulder on the knee. And keep in mind, we have this trash can now added to the mix. These four are ready to go. Ooh, drop kick. There's not a moment of stalling. Oh my gosh. Her face went through that trash can. Toss back into the corner. Boss has a steel chair in hand. Essentially two 1v1s, but remember, falls have to happen inside of this ring, so the advantage goes to the two who are fighting in the center of the AWE Rebellion logo on the mat. Elbow right to the jaw. Kafka tossed back in. Boss quickly realizing, all right, I gotta get the job done in there. Rolls in here. Boss has no signature, no finisher, and gets taken down quickly by Kafka. Kafka with the uppercut. The upper Kafka. One tried to do a sneaky pin while the other two were focused on countering each other. Honestly, almost worked out for her. Sneaky roll up instead. Kafka saw that as she was on her hands, but was not quick enough to get a pinfall on Boss either. Now, we're starting to see everyone trying to take advantage of people being distracted. We're starting to see people build up signatures, finishers, mostly signatures. Kafka's almost got one. Francisca Von Karma's had one for a little bit. If Kafka can hit this move on Kizzy, and hit one more good fall. Oh no, she's going for the pinfall, and that is a kick out by Kizzy. And here's the thing, in a fatal 4-way match, it's fine to go for these quick pins, because people are probably gonna break them out instead of breaking it up. If you kick out, oh my, she slid into the ring, got hit with a stomp. Kizzy, that was nasty. Suplex onto the back. Slap to the face of Francisco. You've just fired Von Karma up. That's the last thing you want to do. Von Karma drops her on the ropes, but almost got caught. Oh my gosh. Figure 4, targeting the legs of Boss. Usually it's the other way around, Boss targeting the legs of everyone else, and now we're seeing just that. The reversal of the pressure of the figure 4, Francisca Von Karma. In the hands of the leg submission magician, in the corner again. And as we said earlier, going after those legs. Oh, but a tackle by Kafka. Speared her almost out of her big red boots. That wasn't a bad decision either, because Francisca Von Karma was definitely stunned. Kizzy, however, now working up. Oh my gosh! Did Kizzy use boot camp? Took a move from the OC champion out of her playbook. Boot camp connected. Discus boot. Look at this. Kizzy's forced to roll out of the ring. Boss goes to follow. Now Franny is fighting, dueling it out with Kafka. Boom. Just a 1 count. Boss watched and said, I'll break this up, don't you worry. And then looks to break Francisca Von Karma. Boss with a stomp to the hand. And another stomp to the hand. So many stomps to the hand. Looked like she was going for the leg move. The swing of the swing to the back of the knee onto Kizzy didn't work out in her favor. Kafka getting dragged to the corner. This match is quickly Kafka, who was on top early, has quickly turned things around out of her favor. Goes after Franny. Maybe looking to turn it back into her favor. Neck breaker. Good neck breaker, too. Oh, but she may be in trouble. Back body drop. Boss also taken down. Oh my, she stole the finisher. She stole the knee bar. She stole Boss's knee bar. She used, it looked like it might have been moved up, but maybe she just had it on the low. Oh, look at this smash to the head. Franny in trouble. Rolling out of the ring. Oh, what's she got going on here? Lift her to the heavens. Right back around Boss. Going after the knees of Kizzy. And this is where Boss is at her most dangerous, as she starts to wear down the legs of all her opponents. Kizzy didn't have resiliency. The other two were preoccupied, and Kizzy was hurting. Kizzy was hurting, and she was hurting bad. That was almost the end of things, end of the match, end of everyone's dreams, end of everyone's hopes, and it might be over real soon as well, because if she connects with this knee bar, resiliency is definitely gonna be burned. Hold on a minute. Kizzy dropped toe hold of her own, and then dancing on top of Boss. You don't want to anger the one-eyed demon slammed. Franny back in here. Tossing Kizzy shoulder block. What is she thinking? Into the corner. Repeated oh my gosh, repeated elbow strikes, and another spear by Kafka, this time to Franny. Wait a minute. Stomp to the shoulder blade. Boss wandering outside the ring thinking, all right, cry about it. I'm still gonna win this match. Kafka dragging Franny. It took way too long. Super kick. Did you see the picture perfect super kick between? Wait, she's got to break that up. She's got to break that up now. Oh my gosh. I was going to say she's got to break that up ASAP. Had the knee bar locked in deep on Francisca Von Karma, going after the knees again. Oof. She's trying to snap the knees. We've seen her do this to competitor after competitor. She has, is this another knee? It was almost another knee bar. Goes for the pinfall afterwards. Oh no. I was gonna say, they're brawling. Kizzy was not focused on what was going on between those two. Knee to the face. Kizzy with that big boot again. Into the pin. Kafka, I think, the only one up to break that up, and she does. I was gonna say, keep in mind, Franny was groggy on the outside. Alone in there now. Oh my gosh, Boss rolled out of the way. Sweeping the leg again. And a bulldog by Franziska Von Karma, but standing right back up. And into another bulldog by Franziska Von Karma. Keep in mind, these two working together to do some damage to Boss. And the Kafka cutter connects. Boss up to one knee. Kafka realizing I'm gonna have to take her out. Oh, but it doesn't work. Boss tried to steal it. That was hilarious. She said, I'm getting out of your move and I'm going right for the pin. You know what? At the very least, Boss is funny. Kizzy, middle of the ring. Oh, but she might be in danger herself as that connects Boss back to the ring. 1, 2. Kizzy kicks out, resiliency is burned. Boss realizing I almost lost celebrating in this match. Tossing Kizzy into the corner. What is she thinking here? Looking for a scoop slam. Kizzy with a reversal DDT. Kafka going after Franziska on the other side, on the outside rather. Shot to the back, lower back. That shot to the lower back, admittedly, it could paralyze you, and it was enough to get resiliency burned. Sammy needs to burn resiliency too, man. He's hurting. He's taking some shots in this match. Oh, look at this, scraping the eyes of Von Karma. Kafka with another takedown. Has the trash can in hand, rolls out of the way, Boss, but Boss catches the leg this time herself. Gets caught by Kafka. Kafka, who's trying to work up. Maybe even tried to wake the referee up for a second. Boss stunned. Almost has red legs herself. Now Kafka falls victim to that kendo stick. Kizzy rolling back into the ring. Another figure 4 on Boss. Now here's the thing. I was gonna say, if Kizzy wanted to hit a little... Wait, that's the figure 8. Boss might actually have to tap out here. No, Boss not tapping out. And look at this. Franziska in charge. Oh, but turns her back to Kafka. Thought she was down after that move. A knee to the back of the neck. Kafka the only one standing. I was gonna say if she went for a pin on anyone, it could have been curtains. Wait a minute. Oh, 1, is she gonna steal it? 1? No, just 1. She tried to steal it on Boss. Everyone's been trying to do some cheeky pins as of late. Oh, but look at this. Boss is down. Kafka's groggy, but she makes it back in at 2.9. The intensity of this match. Reversal of that spear, but got caught with the clothesline. Kafka with the most important reversal of this matchup saved herself, but she might not be able to save the match because she is hurting bad. Kizzy firing shots. Boss has the steel chair. Oh no! Waiting for Franziska Von Karma to get back in the ring, but a drop kick. Goes for the quick pinfall. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 1, that's 2, and that is 3. She stole it. Von Karma pins Boss. It's as we said earlier. She's a little bruised up. She's a little worse for wear. But she said, I gotta prove that I am the one to be reckoned with, and she did today. She saw her opportunity. She said, if I can just get Boss down, I just gotta go for that pinfall. She did just that, and Von Karma takes the big dub. Congratulations to her. Hey, you know what? She did a fantastic job. That's all that I can say. Should we have the stars go? Black. Good show so far. We've had some fantastic matches. some sneaky W's too. We will exit because we got one more match. It is the champions versus the former champions. Sonic and Knuckles versus Gentleman Thomas and Kanji in our main event. Kanji showed up, shocked the world. as he and Gentleman Thomas won the tag team championships to save Thomas from being fired, only to lose them at the next show. Which is, some people say, AV, we don't know if that was exactly fair. However, I think that's really only like 2 people because everyone else was so glad to see them drop the championships. Ladies and gentlemen, we celebrate Sonic and Knuckles as they look to go 2v2 with the former champs as the stars go black. For the first time, look at that red and blue Titantrons. The boys.
Here's a tag match set for 1 fall.
Sonic and Knuckles.
At a combined weight of 200 pounds. The Action Wrestling Extreme Champions.
What can I say?
Forces.
They came through in their first match together. Knuckles, I believe, has only had 1 more match in the AWE, and that was against a Sonic the Hedgehog who wasn't quite himself. However, all that has changed. The real Sonic is here. Knuckles is here. And in their first match together, they became champions. Congratulations to Sonic and Knuckles once again. And let's see if they're able to come out on top against the former champions tonight. Shall we? We could just skip. I was gonna say we could just skip this. I'm not sure what Mikan's doing here trailing them. But I suppose it is what it is. They call themselves the War Dogs, I suppose. I could skip this. Look, chat, I know it's not live chat right now, but like, you know, put your hands up if you think that it's okay for me to skip this. I'll give y'all about 8 seconds before I skip it. 8, 7, 6, 5. Well, I mean, I kind of like Kanji. But like, you know, we all, ew, disgusting. All right, yeah, now his face was on the screen for a little bit too long. I'm over it. Kanji, I'm sorry, but I don't know why you decided to team up with that heathen of a human being. Sonic starting this thing off. Surprisingly, Gentleman Thomas starting this thing off. It is 2v2. Mikan, for some reason, is here as this match rolls forward. Sonic starting off against potentially the worst wrestler in the AWE. That being said, he does have 2 victories now. Some people only got 1. Kick to the midsection. And he does have a championship on his resume, unfortunately. A lot of people don't. Sakura never held a championship. Keep that in mind. Ooh, hold on, went for a shot. Gentleman Thomas, I was gonna say, has got no offense in this match, but things may have just turned around in the favor of the gentleman. Of the less than gentleman. I'm not even gonna, on commentary, I'll be real. I refuse to call him Gentleman Thomas because he's not a gentleman, he's a heathen. Thomas is his name, and that's all he is. Tag looks like it's gonna be made. No, not made. Thomas, a shot to the face. Lifting Sonic up. Sonic with a reversal. Thomas up in the sky, suplexed. Thomas up in the sky, again, suplexed. Thomas up in the sky for a 3rd time, suplexed. Old man, old bones, old back, and old boots to the face. I guess not boots, he's got those Sonic shoes. But Sonic, for a second, may have been just too slow, but Thomas sucks, so he missed all of those shots and got caught with a stunner, rolled into it. My gosh, just a 1 count, but my goodness, what an embarrassing effort by Thomas. I gotta admit, whatever move he's trying to hit has been reversed twice. Look, I hate to be the guy who says Thomas, not a gentleman at all. It's some trash. But someone had to say it. I'm brave enough to do so. If he wants to win this match, I think he needs to make a tag. Kanji, I believe, could win this match. Oh, hold on a minute. What is he doing here? Oh my gosh, buckle bomb. shoulder blades could have popped out and set up for Kanji to do a little bit more damage to him. Now, keep in mind, Kanji walking into this one with an injury, so I think it's important to point out that not only is he fighting with an injury, but Knuckles is completely fresh, has not been in this matchup at all. Maybe they're making these quick tags to make sure that Kanji doesn't have that injury get advanced another level. Okay. Use the cheeks, apparently. Maybe learn that from Mikan. Is on the side there trying to give some potentially helpful advice. Okay. Still using the cheeks. Maybe it's because he is cheeks. He is some trash. Hold on a minute. Dragging Knuckles into the ring, which is an interesting decision. I'm not sure if you want to start beef with Knuckles, but as I said earlier, he was the completely fresh opponent. Completely fresh in this fight, but now no longer completely fresh. Sonic, you gotta go in there to stop this from happening. Oh my gosh! Every inch of that kick connected. My goodness. Shot to the elbow again. He has hit that shot to the elbow like 4 times. That's nuts. Sonic tossing Thomas into the corner. Going after the knee, slowly going after every appendage Gentleman Thomas has to offer. Try to go for that kick again. Thomas saved himself from being stunned because it was almost curtains for him. Look at this, going for, not an accolade, going for punches right to the big ol' eyes of Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic slowly getting worn down here by the former champ. Sonic once again just too fast for Thomas. Goes for the pinfall. 1. Just 1. Old man still has a lot of fight left. Old man apparently can learn some new tricks. Reversal. Toss in the corner. Ooh, getting out of the way. Sonic wisely waiting to not use that finisher. And instead tags in Knuckles. What are they gonna do at this point? Look at this. Oh my gosh! They wrecked him! Kanji had to run in to save Gentleman Thomas. What was that? That was their tag team finisher. One of them held and the other one did essentially a Sonic attack. It looked like Knuckles was doing the Sonic attack though. Look at this. Thomas, I don't know why you keep wanting to bring people into the ring, but Knuckles is gonna lay you flat out. That's the strength of Knuckles. The echidna with the slams. He's got the power, he's got the punches. You get caught with the right from Knuckles, you're gonna be out for a while. You're gonna be out for a while. Going right after Kanji as well. I think what's perfect for them is if they keep Thomas in this fight, Kanji can't come to break anything back up. Oh, but look at this. He's cheating again. Tried to hit his finisher right afterwards, but he was cheating again. Sonic not letting it happen. Knees to the face. If he goes for the pinfall here, Thomas might have to burn resiliency. That's 1. That's 2. That is resiliency. First resiliency burn in the match. Thomas, sucks. And here's the thing. I'll be real. That did not work out in his favor. His back just went into the exposed turnbuckle twice. That exposed turnbuckle, that metal bit, does increase damage going to the top rope. Oh my gosh, beautiful move by Sonic. Never seen that before. He's calling for something. He needs to focus back in on Thomas before he makes that hot tag. No, he's just celebrating. He's just taking his sweet time. Hot tag has been made. And you know what? Maybe he was just waiting. Maybe they wanted the hot tag. I was gonna say maybe they ran into Jessica instead of the exposed turnbuckle and got caught with a German suplex right afterwards. This time Sonic, I was gonna say Sonic getting sent into the exposed turnbuckle didn't work. That exposed turnbuckle has only hurt Thomas and Kanji. But maybe I spoke a second too soon because it's finally worked out in their favor to take the fast man down a peg for a second. For a brief moment. Instead, this continues to be their downfall. They tried to cheat and the champions are using it to their advantage. Sonic, he knows how to use a villain's weapon against them. He's done it times with Eggman. And now he's doing it with Thomas, and he's doing it with, I guess, Kanji. I don't want to call Kanji a villain. I really don't. I like the guy, however. Did you see that standing, the cartwheel, not cartwheel, the backflip drop kick off of Kanji? Sonic sends him flying. Once again, this has been mostly Sonic. This has admittedly been mostly Sonic. They keep making their hot tags. Thomas has Sonic up. Sonic with the reversal. They can't hit him. They can't hit him. Big splash into the pinfall. That might be enough. Oh, the referee fixing the turnbuckle pad. But let me tell you, apparently Jessica Eyes and Ears still saw that Kanji just got out of the ring, or maybe heard Kanji just got out of the ring because he still got that X by his name. That is the, oh, wait a minute. I was gonna say we've seen Thomas do this before, but it was reversed by Sonic. They can't do anything to him. they can't. They are getting decimated. Sonic has a super finisher. And Gentleman Thomas just got laid out. He's going to tag in Knuckles for some reason. He could have won the match. I was gonna say you could just spin him. And this could have been it. Knuckles. Tag in. No, not going for the tag. Going from some shoulder blocks to the corner. Knuckles just wants some action. I was gonna say I want to say they kind of have this match won. A little bit. Knuckles trying to choke Thomas out. Turns him around. Thomas rolls outside of the ring. Tag's been made to Sonic, who once again, as I said, has a super finisher. What is Knuckles thinking here? What is Sonic thinking here? Sunset flip to the outside. Goes after Gentleman Thomas. Gentleman Thomas catches him with a clothesline. Thomas. Throwing Sonic into the ring. He's hoping. He's just trying to hope. He's trying to hope. He's able to finally get a move off on Sonic, who's now busted open, but Sonic, with the reversal, rolls him up. Another drop kick, this time to almost a clavicle. Tag into Knuckles. Thomas is trying to stay outside of the ring as long as possible, saying, get me away from that hedgehog. Oh, but look at that. A sneaky shot. Stunning Sonic on the outside. And then again, going after that turnbuckle. Knuckles not letting it happen this time. Sending Thomas to the outside. They're still at a 1. What is Knuckles thinking here? Probably a back body drop to the apron. Yeah. Mikon frustrated with what's going on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Sonic suffering a powerbomb into the barricade. And Thomas still focusing in on Sonic, which is a terrible decision because that man has a super finisher. He's tossed back into the ring. Here's the thing. Kanji now also tossed back into the ring, which is an interesting decision, but you know, okay. Carrying Knuckles, drops him on the ropes. This is Thomas's one opportunity to make a tag. He doesn't go for it immediately. Instead, goes for that finisher. Ooh, dirty deeds. Done dirt cheap. And he's going for the finisher right afterwards. If this hits, Thomas. Look, y'all. How embarrassing is it that this is the guy who was just our champion? How embarrassing is it that this piece of garbage was just, yeah, just pin him, just get rid of him. We're done. We're done here. This was an embarrassment of public display of Gentleman Thomas. As if we expected anything else. That was... They trounced him. They have been embarrassed on a public stage. Thomas, who I must reiterate, is some trash, only won that championship because of Kanji. And so when we take Kanji out of the equation, keep that in mind, bold that real quick. they lose. They lose, and they lose quick. What can I say? They didn't lose quick either. They took their time. They could have won that like 10 minutes ago. That's all she wrote. That is our show for Rebellion. What a night we had. Started off with that open challenge. It was Nathan versus Kaito, and essentially a memorial for Shuichi just after his birthday. Eren. And what might have been match of the night, I think, although these matches kind of cooked themselves. But in terms of 1v1s, that one was real good. Real good. We gotta watch OC, so these OCs, they know how to cook. Eren took it to Stell. Stell had it in the late innings, but one mistake let Eren hit a couple of knees and capitalize with a boot camp from the corner. Sir Gregor took his W after taking his AV Mania 3W. Francisca Von Karma proves why she is on top. And Sonic and Knuckles embarrass Thomas. As it should be. Ladies and gentlemen, we had ourselves a show. We shouldn't have too much news. Koffin-K suffered a minor injury. Cassius Bright made his way down to ringside joining. He did not do that. Okay. And that's all that we had. That's all that she wrote. The game, a little bit high. I know that they are friends. They are friends now, but whatever. That was our show. That was AW Rebellion. I will see you guys this Friday. Son Davey will be back on Friday as we hit the stars going black. For AWE Fracture. This was a fantastic show. Thank you so much for watching. I'm taking off. Toodaloo Flight Crew. Until Fracture this Friday. Thank you for watching.